Welcome to the Explainer. First up, global power plays. Let's dive into the high-stakes moves that are shaping our world right now. We start in Mali, where a former prime minister has just been jailed by the junta. The reason? A social media post that was critical of the government. It's a very sharp signal of a crackdown on free speech. Meanwhile, Ukraine has launched some really large-scale drone attacks, hitting Russian oil refineries and even a military airbase. These strikes are a clear strategic escalation, aimed at disrupting Russia's war machine from the inside. And you can just feel the tension building here. The United States has repositioned 2 nuclear submarines. This move comes right after Russia pointed to what it called provocative statements. It's a classic show of force, especially with peace talks pretty much stalled. In a major push for reform, the EU has actually cut an aid payment to Ukraine. This is all because of missed anti-corruption deadlines, so the pressure for change is definitely on, even from its allies. And alliances are always shifting. Check this out. Malaysia's monarch is planning a historic state visit to Russia, which is a big deal. It really signals how countries are diversifying their global partnerships. All right, let's follow the money. Section 2, economic maneuvers. This is where we see how cash and trade are reshaping the map. Okay, this is pretty remarkable. A US-led deal is bringing together historic rivals, the DRC and Rwanda, to cooperate on energy and minerals. The whole idea is to attract Western investment and turn old foes into economic partners. Speaking of big money, look at that number, $10 billion. That is the size of a massive new power contract signed by the Taliban administration in Afghanistan. It's the largest private investment the country has seen since 2021. Now for something a little different, fruit. But believe me, it's serious business. China's tightening import rules on Vietnamese durians, officially citing health risks. But it's really the latest move in a huge trade rivalry. And back in the US, a key seat has just opened up at the Federal Reserve. Governor Adriana Kugler resigned early, which means the president now has a big opportunity to influence the direction of future economic policy. Okay, let's shift gears. Now we're looking at planet, people, and pride, where we see the direct human and natural impacts of all these world events. That number, 2, it represents a real human cost. 2 workers have been confirmed dead after a collapse at the world's largest underground copper mine in Chile. A truly devastating story. Talk about the power of nature. A volcano in Indonesia just erupted, sending a massive ash column a staggering 18 kilometers into the sky. And as you can imagine, that's disrupting flights all over the region. And get this, the Arctic is, well, it's sizzling. An unprecedented heat wave has temperatures in Nordic nations soaring 8 to 10 degrees Celsius above what's normal. But the human story is also one of incredible resilience. We're seeing Cubans forming new communities in Brazil. Myanmar has jailed human traffickers for life. Pop superstar Dua Lipa has just been granted Kosovo citizenship, and Amsterdam's canals are absolutely glowing for the Pride Parade. And finally, shifting realities. Let's look at the new frontiers opening up in science and in our society. Now, here's a major psychological shift for you. A new survey reveals that a majority of Europeans now favor increased defense spending and even mandatory military service. That is a huge change in mindset. And on the scientific frontier, remember mitochondria from biology class, the powerhouse of the cell? Well, scientists are now exploring it as a revolutionary new tool for healing and regenerative medicine. How cool is that? So, with the world shifting this incredibly fast, you have to ask, what forces are going to shape your tomorrow? We hope that by just bringing you the facts, we've given you a clearer lens to start finding your own answer. If you value this approach, please follow us at world.oneread and share the facts. It helps support our mission for calm, clear news. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.